opening of the Warner Brothers Studio Tour, The Making of Harry Potter! And I'm here with Draco Malfoy himself, Tom Felton!
It's all a bit surreal. I'm so excited to see so many faces outside our home.
It's none other than Rupert Grint!
So exciting. I mean, just even now the films are over, it's just great to see everyone's still excited.
This is rather special, isn't it, for a Saturday?
Yes, it is. I like the way that that it looks like it's going to rain. And anyone that's been to any of the Potter premieres knows that it's a tradition. It always rains at a Potter premiere.
This is great, isn't it?
Oh, it's amazing. Thank you so much to everyone who's come out. I didn't expect this.
In the films, there's a lot of detail, but what you get to see here is so much more.
Generally on films, they never make sets that are that big, so I think when, people do come on, they'll feel like they are entering, in their first year at Hogwarts.
I see the decorators have been in.
Apparently you can ride on a broomstick.
Yeah, you can.
Yes!
And really be struck by it. And I felt that with having been a bit of time away from the set and having actually revisited all of them, I was sort of reliving it through a sort of a visitor's eyes, and suddenly to go back into it and remember how actually huge it is. It was yes, it was very exciting.
So many of the public now can actually get a chance to see what it was like. Because the museums are good and you get to see props, and theme parks obviously great for those who want to experience it. But to really see how it was done and where it was done, now you get a chance to do so, which I'm sure lots of people are going to want to do.
It's amazing to kind of go back there and see it all again, and it kind of brought it all back.
Ladies and gentlemen, he directed The Half-Blood Prince, The Order of the Phoenix, and The Deathly Hallows Part 1 and Part 2. It's David Yates! How are you, sir?
Oh, very good, thank you, very good. Lovely day to be here, isn't it? It's fantastic.
I mean, it must be quite a shock having come here so often and never seeing anything like this. It's kind of like this has just sprung up outside your studio.
Well, they've fixed the roof since we've been away, which is really impressive, I have to say. It's not leaking anymore and it's not as drafty. It's a really impressive remodelling.
So you have had a look around the tour already. What went through your mind? What was the first thing you thought when you started wandering among the sets you'd used?
Great sense of pride. I mean, because it's a real testament to the hundreds of people, craftspeople, technicians, painters, plasterers, model makers, costume, everybody who made this world and brought it to the screen. And it's, you know, it's a celebration of the British film industry and what we can do. And so it's a real sense of pride, collective pride.
And in terms of pride, when you see the reaction that fans give Harry Potter and the love that's still out there for it, that too must make you quite proud of being involved in it.
It's wonderful. It's, you know, Joe Rowling's world just has this enduring quality. The stories she's created, the characters she's created stay with people, and I think that will endure, actually. And so, of course, it's lovely. And it's always just a lovely shot in the arm to come along and see that people still come out in the freezing cold weather to celebrate it. You know, I think it's very humbling and moving, and it's always very joyful, actually. It's good.
Now, if you were to say to the fans who are going to be coming and enjoying this tour, if you were to say there is one thing not to be missed, there's something you really need to see behind those doors, could you pick one thing?
I would pick the Great Hall. There's something about the Great Hall which is very moving and special. And when I was shooting the movies, my movies, I would sometimes go and work in there because it's like going into a church, be very quiet and peaceful and lovely. And then sometimes I'd be in there and we'd have tour groups coming around. You know, the crews would bring some of their kids around, and you'd often see kids wander in there and their face would just drop open when they saw this wonderful space that Stuart Craig had designed. So the Great Hall is very magical and special.
I think that's a great choice. I'd add to that, one of the things that impressed me, I hope you've seen it too, is the scale model of Hogwarts. That is phenomenal.
It is. It's beautiful, actually. And to end the tour with that is really exciting. And again, a testament to the wonderful people, craftspeople who created it, you know.
Fantastic. Well, have a lovely day. It is getting a little bit chilly out here.
Chilly, yeah.
It's a bit chilly, but have a great time. Good to see you again.
Yeah, take care.
Ladies and gentlemen, you know him as Remus Lupin. I'm here with David Thewlis. How about that? That's a lovely reaction, isn't it, for a Saturday, a chilly Saturday?
Yeah, I've got a headache.
So, how are you today, and what do you make of this? Isn't it special?
It's very, very strange because we're not used to seeing it like this. We're seeing it very quiet early in the morning and very secret, this little odd building off the M25, so it's a bit of a shame you've all found out about it.
Now, you filmed here. What is it like, actually, the experience of filming here as opposed to the experience of standing on a red carpet here?
Well, unbelievably, sometimes it was rather dull. we spent an awful long time. My trailer used to be just here, and I spent an awful long time in that, waiting to go on set, and sometimes being here for days and then being sent home having done nothing. And a lot of the other time it was extremely exciting.
And if there was one of the most exciting things on that extremely exciting list, what would you pick?
Well, I suppose for me personally, it was managing to, you know, be turned into a werewolf on film, which has been, you know, any actor's dream, and you can tick the box that you've done that. So for me, it's like, oh, well, I've done that one.
And what's quite exciting here is that there is the original werewolf outfit inside. Yeah, yeah. Are you looking? Are you looking forward to seeing that? What are you looking forward to?
Yeah. Well, I never actually wore that. I believe a 7-foot Thai ballet dancer was inside that when I never actually got to go inside it. Thank God, I was sent home early.
And what goes through your head when you arrive somewhere like this and see the love for Harry Potter in such an obvious fashion, all these people here today?
Well, it's remarkable that it carries on. I've been to several premieres here and all over the world, and I didn't quite expect this reception today. I thought we were just going to come quite quietly, actually, and just slip into the building and see the exhibit. I didn't actually know this was happening, so I'm not... Well, I have dressed for it, but, you know.
You're very, very dapper,
well, I'm always dressed well, you know.
Hey, well, listen, have a great day. It's been a pleasure speaking to you, David. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with the one and only Warwick Davis. How are you today? This is pretty good, isn't it?
It is, isn't it? It's kind of weird that we're in the studios here, you see, because this is a place that was top secret for so many years. We weren't allowed to talk about what went on here. It's a bit like Area 51. But now, look at all these people here. And one thing, though, can you just make sure you wipe your feet before going in, please?
What a treat they're in store for when they actually go through those doors, though, right?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you know how magical and wonderful the films were. Well, just imagine that now. It's been created right here in this attraction. You know, and I was very privileged, very lucky to work amongst all of this great stuff, the great sets, the props, the costumes for years. And I don't think I fully appreciated how lucky I was. And when I go in and see the tour, you know, I actually realise how cool everything is.
And you have a very special section all of your own. You have a starring role within this this tour, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah. You get to go through the creature shop, which was the place that all of my characters were born in. All of the makeups and everything and the special creatures were created there. And myself and Nick Dudman, the makeup effects supervisor, we actually take you through that area on a kind of interactive video guided tour.
What is the best thing that people can expect to see in your section?
In my section, well, bits of me. There's bits of me everywhere, bits of my ears, face, noses. But you can see Aragog in there, and he's very impressive because you don't realise how massive he is. And if you have a fear of spiders, then look out.
And you don't see him immediately when you walk into that room. You suddenly sort of go, "Blooming heck!"
Exactly. No, he's up there. I had a spider in my bath that big the other day. Well, it felt like that compared to me, anyway.
Now, what was your reaction when you first walked around the whole tour?
I felt like a kid again, I think. I mean, I was just taken in. It was breathtaking. And I won't give it away, but the very start of the tour literally you don't expect it, and it's jaw-dropping. My favourite place is the Great Hall. It's where I spent many filming days over the course of the 10 years, and so many things have happened in that room, from the great feasts to the Yule Ball to funerals, and then the partial destruction in the last film, and it actually feels like an iconic kind of historical place, somewhere that should have a preservation order on it, I suppose. And but it's nice that it actually stands here now, and you can go and experience the atmosphere of that place for yourself.
And I think you're right not to spoil the opening, but I will say, when I saw that opening happen, the woman sitting next to me went,
yeah, oh yeah, no, absolutely. And what's lovely about today, I think, as well, you know, I've seen it with people who are involved in the film, and I'm looking forward to seeing fans go through here and people that weren't involved with the making, just to see their faces. Apparently people have kissed the floor of the Great Hall before now.
Apparently someone burst into tears on walking into the final room where Hogwarts is there. It's a fantastic tour. Well, listen, Warwick, I'll let you get on with your lovely day here at Leavesden. Have a good one.
Thank you, Alex. Pleasure to see you again.
Good to see you. Warwick Davis, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, he directed Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. It's Alfonso Cuarón! What a way to spend a Saturday, sir, isn't it? This is quite nice.
It's really nice, yeah.
Now, have you had a chance to look around the tour yet?
No, not yet.
What are you hoping to see in there? Especially, I guess, from the Prisoner of Azkaban itself, your film.
Yes, I hear that they bring the whole mountains of Scotland here, so I'm looking forward to see that.
What were your memories of filming the third part of Harry Potter? What did you enjoy most about filming The Prisoner of Azkaban?
I really enjoy working with the actors. I really working with the kids. That they were kids at that time. They were actually cute, and I think that was the most enjoyable thing. And also working with the source material. That was brilliant.
Are you pleased that was of all the books, that was the one you got to direct? Was that your favourite?
Well, at the time there were only 4.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. So and I really love Azkaban. And there's another thing of Azkaban. It's short. It's compact. So no, I'm saying that in terms of adapting, it was the easiest one to adapt.
Of course. Now you just pointed out we've got Tom Felton over there. You worked with them back in 2004. Is it strange seeing how they've grown since then, both on screen and in real life?
I know. Some people, they don't age well, right? Look at him. Yeah.
Now, what is, of all your memories from filming Harry Potter, what's your highlights? What's your fondest memory from The Prisoner of Azkaban? One scene, one moment, one costume, one set?
Well, shooting in Scotland probably was the highlight. It was just absolutely amazing, and the integration of shooting in Scotland and then coming to Leavesden here, and working on the sets. I remember walking into the Great Hall for the first time, and seeing the floor that is made out of stone, and I mean that's rare in a film set. You know, usually there's scenic material, and here you have actual stones. And I remember Stuart Craig said, no, I really demanded that they have to be rocks because of the truthfulness of the place. And actually, there you go. Same stones that we're going to be walking on right now, the same stones that we were stepping on when we were shooting these films.
I know, each one moved hand by hand here to this tour. It's a fantastic thing, isn't it, being able to walk on these sets?
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward.
Brilliant stuff. Well, it's been a pleasure talking to you. Have a great day. Ladies and gentlemen, Alfonso Cuarón.
These sets are amazing. The Diagon Alley, just to walk through that it's going to be amazing. It's just the tiny little details that you probably don't notice when you watch the film, but when you actually walk down it, you can see the work that's kind of gone into it, and it's kind of mind-blowing.
Every classroom that we've been to, all the books that were supposedly, supposed to be filled with wizard text, actually are filled with wizard text. There isn't just like, there isn't a dictionary with a different cover on it. Someone's actually sat there and written 32 pages of God knows what So yeah, the classrooms are always going to be high up there, like Snape's classroom, as well as Slughorn's in the last one, the potions classroom. It's always a favourite. That's always good fun. It's very hard to ignore the Great Hall though, as just from memories, because we've been in there every single film. And yeah, I'll start tearing up if I talk about it for much longer.
It is such an important part of the journey, and it is where it all begins. So it's a very yes, it would be something very nostalgic for people to be able to walk around, I'm sure.
So there you go, a little look behind the scenes of the behind-the-scenes Warner Brothers studio tour, The Making of Harry Potter. So if you have joined us across the world on the old interweb, hello and welcome. You're a bit late, we've had some stars standing up here with me, but it has been going very well indeed, as Hedwig is just about to confirm here. Now, I found him in the shop inside, and I've taken him, and now he's going to co-host the rest of this event with me. So, Hedwig, is it going well so far? Thank you very much to 3 people that laughed at that. Back in a moment.